Shuichi's point of view. She told you about what this is? I asked, sounding unsure of the words leaving my mouth. Yeah, silly. When Cathy was checking my wound, she told me about your urges. He poked my cheek and smiled. I felt absolutely shocked. Does he really know what this was? Shu, did you not know what happened earlier? He asked, cutting off my thoughts. He held my cheek in his hand, caressing my cheek to calm me down. No, I really didn't mean to hurt you. I couldn't even control myself. I felt all the guilt and shame come back from yesterday. God, why did I hurt my baby? My Kichi. Shushu, it's not your fault. You're way too hard on yourself. I love you. He whispered, wrapping his arms around me, nuzzling his head into my chest. I wrapped my arms around him, holding him tightly. I'm sorry. I felt myself start to tremble, and I cried onto his shoulder as he started to rub my back. It's going to be okay, because we have each other, Kokichi whispered, making my shoulders relax. I'm so lucky to have Kokichi be so calm about all of this. Most people would have freaked out and left me. The last thing I would want is to scare my Kichi away from me. They just told me that you would have urges to drink my blood every now and again. She also said this urge was stronger because we have a bond. This is why you felt the formula wasn't working. But I don't mind if you need to, because Cathy said it was a way of showing intimacy. So I think it's cute you want to be that close to me, Shumai. I felt my face flush when he said that. Intimate? I stuttered. He wants to be intimate with me? I felt my heart burst at the thought of that. Yeah, I love my Shushu so much. And I'm okay if you need just a bit of my blood. I'm not afraid of a little blood, Shu-chan. He hugged me and placed a gentle kiss on my neck. I smiled and pulled him in for a kiss. I have no clue how I was lucky enough to get such a cute and understanding boyfriend like you. You have no idea how much I love you. It broke my heart when I did that. I thought I scared you. I shuddered and pulled away, putting my hands in my pockets. I felt nervous all over again. I can't shake the feeling that he could be teasing me right now. Saichi, I'm not lying, you know. I love you, and I want you to know that I'm not gonna leave your side because of any of this vampire stuff. Because honestly, I wouldn't have stayed with you this long if I was weirded out by this. He poked my chest before grabbing my hand. Welp, we've got to go do that mission with Dice today. You get to ride in the car with Jody D. He smiled before we both walked back to the house. It wasn't that long of a walk, but it was so calming. Whenever I'm with him, I finally feel at ease. Leader, you're back! Naki yelled as we both walked in. They were already in uniform, wearing their masks and everything. Of course, now give me a sec before we go, alright? He rushed upstairs, and Akane turned to me, putting her screen away. Kokichi hasn't brought somebody over to the base before. It's kind of nice to see him so genuinely happy. So thank you, and welcome to Dice, she said in her usual tone. I felt a little nervous, but soon smiled. They have accepted me. People don't usually accept me this quickly. I'm done, guys. He rushed down the stairs in a matching uniform with his mask. Are you guys ready? Jodian asked, with a side glance before the rest of them nodded. We all walked out to the car. It was a dark black car with a lot more room on the inside than I thought there would be. Okay, you need to go in and reorganize the room. then come out after spraying the wall with our symbol. And that's about it, alright? He asked before they all said alright or okay in unison. They are really well composed. It makes sense, seeing as Kokichi is the ultimate supreme leader. I really admire how well they get along, just like a family. I wish my parents actually cared for me. But maybe that's selfish of me to think. They were busy, so it's fine, I guess. Shushu, are you doing alright? Kokichi said, taking the seat next to me. I smiled and held his hand in mine. I'm better than alright. Thank you for today, Kichi, I said, leaning my head on his shoulder. Of course, my beloved. I love you after all. I smiled and kissed him before going back to his shoulder. The car ride was filled with the chatter of making plans for what they were going to do. I think it's super cute how Kokichi does his job. He's so confident, and they all trust him. It's just super cute. I'm going to do the mission, but I'll be right back. Okay, love? He said, kissing my cheek before looking into my eyes. Alright, Kokichi. I smiled and pat his head, making him flush. See you soon, my beloved. I sat in the car with Jodian at the wheel. I felt a little anxious and awkward being in the car without Kokichi, but I was grateful that he didn't say anything. I was feeling anxious and having to talk to someone without Kokichi by my side. So, you are Kokichi's boyfriend? He asked. His tone was a lot calmer than I expected it to be. Yeah, I am. Kokichi has a hard time letting people get close to him, so it really makes me happy that he let you get this close to him. I felt my heart skip a beat. Out of everyone, he chose to trust me.